What's up guys, it's Austin. Welcome to today's vlog. Today I'm going to be showing you guys some of the strangest, scariest ghost evidence I caught this year in 2022, and let me tell you guys, it was hard to pick a list for this video because there was so much crazy things that happened. Every 3 a.m. challenge, every haunted location, I get stuff. And I'm just like, how am I going to pinpoint specific things for a video? Well, I did it. So I took all the haunted locations I did this year, I did 3, and 1 3 a.m. challenge in particular that I'm going to talk about. But before I get into this video, I want to give 2 special shout outs to Rodri and Ink Monster. You guys have been supporting the channel lately and I really appreciate it. And along with the rest of you guys, to the people that have been subscribing lately, thank you so much. Like, I've been seeing an influx of subscribers and it's just insane. Like, we just reached like 700 subs not too long ago and we're already at like 720. So thank you guys so much for the support. It's insane. As you guys know, I did the dry bones ritual this year. Basically what this is you basically you're making a wish with a demon, basically like a deal. And whatever that wish is, if you can hide from this demon from 12:01 a.m. to 3 a.m. specifically, you get a prize. It'll come to you like in the coming months, days, weeks, who knows? Truth be told, I did not think that I would actually hear anything. And you would think that's really weird because every 3 a.m. challenge, I get knocks, I get footsteps. This was intense. So I go down into the basement, I start hiding. I'm in the laundry room in one of the takes, and I did not hear this on camera. This was strictly heard in editing. Some of these parts were. At this part where I'm in the laundry room, you can hear clear as day something breathing into the microphone going, I'll play that clip right now. And another thing that I did not hear right after that was footsteps upstairs. Like something was walking around the house looking for me upstairs. And then after that, I hear a tap, and that's the only thing I heard, and that's what made me get up and run. Check this out. Okay. So yeah, I did not hear those footsteps, but that tap thing or knock or whatever that was, I heard that and I started running. I didn't hear the footsteps. It literally sounds like someone was in the house in that video. There was nobody in the house. I was completely alone. You're supposed to be absolutely by yourself for this ritual, and I was playing it by the rules. Next up on the list is the Empress Theater. Now, I haven't been to this place in like 3 years. I'm just like, why don't I go back and do a series? Because now I'm filming haunted locations as a series now. The Empress Theater was the first location for me to do that. I went there for a night and I got a lot of footage. I got 2 episodes out of it. And let's just say there is something really creepy that happened off camera that I'm just gonna talk about very briefly right now. So there was a point in the video where I turned off the camera and I'm like, what do I film right now? I was just trying to think like, what do I film next? Because there's so many areas to this theater. There's the balcony, the main stage, the basement, everything. I had it all to myself. I was completely alone in that video too. I turn off the camera. I heard this at the very beginning of filming too, also off camera when I was setting up my stuff. I hear a ah or something from a woman. There was this guy that owned the theater named Dan Boyle back in the day. His wife is said to be in the dressing rooms and like throughout the theater, I guess. I don't know if that was her voice that I heard, but I'll play that clip really quick because I do talk about that in the video. Guys, I'm back in the lobby and I just heard like a from somewhere. I don't know what that was. I like turned off the camera for a bit to figure out what I was gonna do next. And I just hear this like thing come out of nowhere, like someone screaming. You can imagine that was pretty creepy for me. Like, I rarely ever hear like voices and stuff. The last time I ever heard a voice was at the haunted graveyard when I went with Nick. That was the last time I've ever heard a voice at a haunted location. So the second thing that happened in the theater terrified me. There's this special seat that this ghost Ed, the janitor, likes to sit in. And I'm just like, why don't I put this seat up and come back and see if it's back down? Once they're up, and once they're down, they're down. They're not automatic. They don't just fly back up or fly back down. So I go back up there later in the series. I shit you not, the seat is down. You could see I was like kind of freaking out. I'm just like, wait, was this seat down? And then I remembered, yeah, I put the seat up. I never even touched it when I left. Okay, I'm setting the REM pod on a different seat. I don't know if I'm like losing my mind. Didn't I put this seat up to see if Ed was gonna put his favorite seat back down? You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put his seat up and see what happens. I'm gonna put the seats up. Near the end of the investigation, I'm going to come back here and see if the seat is down. The other seat that I put up is still up. Maybe I'll put his seat up for him right now while I leave. There was a little experiment that I wanted to try. I'm like, since this is Ed's favorite seat, FF1, I'm going to set the REM pod on it and see what happens, see if he's sitting there. Not even 5 seconds later, the REM pod just goes crazy on this seat. Every video that I've watched of this place, nobody has tried this. I'm like the first one on YouTube to do this on camera. If anyone else has done it, it hasn't been on camera because I haven't seen it. So I'm just like, wow, this is the first time ever that anyone's ever tried this with a REM pod on his favorite seat, and it's going off right now, right in front of my eyes.
All right, Ed, I heard this is your favorite seat in the theater. No way! Right as I set it down! Ed, are you here with me? I would love to talk to you. No way that actually worked.
The next thing that happened was during the seance in the basement. This is the most haunted area of the theater. It is where Ed is the most known other than on the stage, and Dan Boyle's wife is said to be down there as well in the dressing rooms. When I started the seance, I said, if there's any spirits here, you can come and sit here at the table and, you know, come chat with me. I think like not even 10 seconds later, the REM pod goes off again. Just does a little bleep. Does anybody want to come sit at this table with me? Any spirits that are here? Right as I say that, it goes off. And you can see how shocked I was in the footage. I'm like, wait, did something just come here and sit in front of me to start talking to me? Now I'm gonna get into the creepiest part of the whole night. After the seance, you would think the seance was the creepiest part, and I'll tell you, I think that seance woke up something in that theater. I was just starting to put away the seance or whatever, and I start hearing what sounds like someone is coming into the theater. I'm just like, wait, is somebody breaking in? That was like my first thought, and I'm like, wait, no, that's probably the night manager coming to get me. So I immediately just wasn't that scared anymore. I take my camera with me just in case it's something weird. I go upstairs, you can see this in the footage, I'm going upstairs, and right as I'm about to leave the stage area and go down the stairs and step off of the stage, I hear a loud like bang right behind me.
Guys, I just heard something from upstairs. I don't know if that's the night manager coming to get me. I'm completely alone here. Okay, I'm going upstairs to see what that was. Hello? Oh, I hate these stairs. They're so creepy. Hello?
And that's when I just start freaking out. I'm like, oh my God, there's a spirit here that's trying to get my attention. And it freaked me out, man. Like I had chills like crazy. I don't know if you could tell, but at one part I was like shaking the camera like a little bit, but the camera is stabilized. I don't know if you could see me shaking the camera a little bit because I was so scared. This was like multiple bangs. This wasn't just like one little bang and it was done. This was like bang, bang every few seconds.
Oh, get out of here. Are you guys not hearing the doors closing right now?
As I got closer to the stage to go in behind and see what it was, another loud bang occurred.
Ed, is that you?
Holy. But yeah, those were the bangs I was hearing, and then I finally got the guts to go backstage and see what it was. Nothing there. It was completely unexplainable, and guess what? The bangs stopped.
I'm turning this on extra bright. Fuck me. Hello? There's someone there. This isn't funny. I thought it was this. I thought it was this door opening and closing.
And I'm like, no way. That was the loudest evidence of a ghost that I've ever gone in my life. Other than at the Witches Fort in part 4 when we had a piece of metal thrown at us from the outside of the fort. So yeah, I go behind, there's no one there. And that was the end of that video. And I could actually say Empress Theater was one of the craziest ones this year. Okay, last but not least is the Shadow Man seances that I did this year. I did not know that my house was this haunted. I was in shock. If you guys don't know, I've been doing this thing called the Shadow Man series. It's been going on since last year. I have about 19 episodes. It's all in order. So like if you guys want to go watch that playlist, I'll put it in the description. I'll also put it in the comments down below if you want to go click and look at it. I finally got my REM pod in the mail and I wanted to use it in my house. So what do? I set it up in the hallway, just right outside my door here. It just starts going and I'm like, okay, that's interesting. That's physical evidence. When something goes near that REM pod, it is physical touch. I could not set that off unless I was standing literally 2 inches from it. And when something grabs onto the antenna, it goes ear, ear, like an ambulance, and I'll play that sound right now when it started doing that.
And maybe I'll have it completely dark too. Holy
So yeah, it just started going crazy out of nowhere and then all of a sudden just stopped. The second seance with the Shadow Man, with the REM pod, I did completely in the guest bedroom. The REM pod went crazy the entire time pretty much. Maybe it likes it when I sit on the bed. Dude, it just answered that. It likes it when I sit on the bed. Do you like me talking to you? Wow, it just went super high. It's messing with it so much. It's going absolutely crazy. I did not think that my house was that haunted. That is what I mean. My EMF reader has gone off in my house, but the EMF reader has never like gone super crazy. Like it's gone into the yellow, which is a sign of a strong spirit, but it's never gone like multiple times, like blinked really fast, like it would at like a haunted place or something. Alright guys, with all that being said, that is the end of the scariest ghost evidence I caught in 2022. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.